Skoda's entered the sub 4 meter compact SUV segment with this car, the Kylaq. They've announced a killer starting price of Rs 7.89 lakh and the rest of the prices will be announced on 2nd December. We are here with the car after the unveil and here's everything that you need to know about it. We start our first look of the Skoda Kylaq by checking out the exterior design, and here are some of the major highlights. This, of course, you get Skoda's signature butterfly grille with this black Skoda logo, and you get these slit-like LED DRLs. The headlamps are low set and are full LEDs in the top spec model that you're looking at. Overall, if you look at the front of the car, there's a nice sort of hood indentation here to give it that sporty appeal. And like we said, overall, if you look at the car, it looks very similar to the Kylaq, and that's a nice thing because the Kylaq is a good looking car. Now moving on to the side of the Kylaq is where you see its compactness, especially when you compare it to the Kylaq. Some of the major highlights include these really nice 17-inch diamond cut alloy wheels, one of the first in the segment actually. You get chrome door handles and you get a sort of forward sloping roofline. It's here when you look past the C-pillar that you can see where the car ends with its 3.95 meter long length. It of course has a wheelbase of 2.5 meters, which is about 100 mm less than what you get in the Kylaq. Finally, we come to the back of the Skoda Kylaq and you can see some nice design elements here. You get the large Skoda lettering at the back, which is new and will be standard for future Skoda models. You can see a slight curve in the glass area as well as a roof spoiler. There's very minimal badging, that's kind of been Skoda's thing for a while now, and you only get the word Kylaq here. Overall, it has a very nice appeal to it and actually looks a bit different from the larger Kylaq. Oh, and one of the things we want to point out are these rectangular tail lamps, which kind of remind us about, you could say, Skoda and Volkswagen design of a few years ago. It gives the car a nice appeal and it gives it a compact proportion also. This is the front row of the all-new Skoda Kylaq and it looks and feels very familiar, and that's a really nice thing because it's a familiarity that will bring people to the car. Many common elements with the Kylaq, things like the digital displays, the interface for the climate control system, the gear lever, and even the storage spaces all around. With a significantly large wheelbase, you actually get the same amount of space inside. But in the top spec model that we are looking at today, you get powered front seats, you get ventilation for both front occupants. These are both first in segment features, and we suspect that it will only be offered on the top spec Kylaq. That's something we'll be able to tell you in January. This is the second row of this new Skoda Kylaq, and like we said, familiarity is the name of the game. Everything looks and feels familiar because a lot of it has been picked up from the Kylaq. Things like the practicality, like you get this little space to keep your phone, the same amount of knee room, the carved out floor that's a little deeper, which makes ingress and egress a little bit tight, but also keeps you, allows you to keep a little more space inside. Some of the other major features include cup holders in the center armrest, seat back pockets, bottle holders in both the doors, rear AC vents and USB-C charging ports. All versions of the car will get headrests for the rear occupants and 3-point seat belts. Despite the compact proportions of the Kylaq, Skoda has managed to liberate 446 litres of boot space. The boot is deep and it's wide and you can place a good amount of luggage inside. Drop down the rear seats and you get 1,256 litres, and that's quite a bit. The loading lip is a bit high, but you get this jagged surface where you can place bags before moving them inside. Powering the new Skoda Kylaq is Skoda's 1-litre TSI petrol. This engine produces 114 bhp and 178 Nm of torque and can be either had with a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed torque converter automatic. Now, one of the things that Skoda has done is look at the features and bring some really good things to the table. That includes powered front seats. Yes, we're saying both the front occupants get powered seats and both get ventilation. You also get a sunroof, you get dual digital displays, and you get USB-C charging ports all around. However, it is missing a 360-degree camera, and that's something that's become very common in the segment these days. Now, if you look at competition for this car, it comes up against a large host of SUVs, the likes of which include the Hyundai Venue, Kia Sonet, Maruti Brezza, Maruti Fronx, the Toyota Tazor, as well as the Mahindra XUV 3XO. We expect that prices for the top spec model, that's the one that you see in the pictures, will hover around the 15 to 16 lakh rupee mark ex-showroom. or rather the prices for the car will be announced on 2nd December with bookings open on that day. The car will be shown at the 2025 Auto Expo in January with deliveries beginning from 27 January. What do you think about the Skoda Kylaq? Do let us know in the comment section below. Also, are you enjoying the content on this channel and want to know more about cars like this? Then do hit those like, share and subscribe buttons and also that bell icon to be notified the instant we put out a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.